Hello fam, Ken Mills here once again with World of Comedy 5 Entertainment. So to give you the idea of what Unbiased is, we always see things on social media and also in the world where we wonder what is the thought process behind these idiotic things that people do. We're going to give an honest, unbiased opinion. So with that being said, we're going to cover several different topics. These topics will start from mental health, addiction, finance, incarceration, relationships. We're going to be truly unbiased this season. So remember, tune in at 8 p.m. Check us out on Boss Up Houston Network.
Good evening, family. Ken Mills here once again with a fresh new episode. I hope you enjoyed last week with Loaded Bases. That kind of gave me a little thought for this week. As you see, we have the Orange Crush on and the old school Colt 45s. So when I selected this hat, I started to have a thought process. I was like, what is different from now to when back in the day? Social behaviors. That's the thing that changed, was the social behaviors. And on a daily basis, there's a few gentlemen that I talk to, and one of them I have on the set right now. We talk about this very subject in detail. So we're not going to belabor you, we're not going to hold you. But you had a gentleman here, he was on season 3, on the calling episode. One of my close dear friends here, Mr. Corey Pops Byrd. How you doing today?
What's up, brother?
All right.
You know how we get it.
Yes, sir. So when I thought about social behaviors, first thing came to my mind was you. Because that's a phrase that you coined and you turn every day, right?
Yes, sir.
Because, I mean, you know, like, when we talk about social behaviors, we also talk about social media. Mm-hmm. We talk about things that we see in the environment of the ecosystem when we walk the streets.
Right on.
We're very observant. We've always been this way. We have friendship that dates all the way back to the 80s.
All right, we're going to say friendship politically correct, but that's my brother.
That's right. You can't tell our mothers otherwise. So, I want to ask you a question.
All right, talk to me.
Now, one of the things that kind of befuddles me is the sense of hostility that I see on social media. It seems like there's an outbreak of people with imaginary haters.
Right on.
People that feel like they have opposition against them. And they write these vague posts or these vague terms every day. And it's very hateful. Mm-hmm. It feels like they're devoid of love. What do you feel about that when you see these type things go on?
Well, it stems from what I see. They've built a spectrum within themselves. You know what I mean? That they feel that they have become a focus of attention in some sort, some way. That they feel that they have illuminated to the point where people, you know, object to what they're thinking or to what their movements are, if they have any movements. If that makes sense.
Right. I normally put this down as it may be a lack of self-confidence, self-awareness, and also it may be some paranoid or mental health type issue that is there. Because the way I look at it is this. When you lack inclusion, let's just say when we were in school, and they always used to pick people for basketball.
Right on. Shout out to Ryan Cubs, man, the basketball team, Coach Young.
Yeah.
I was on that thing in 7th and 8th grade, man.
So when they pick out the player that they want, there's always somebody who's not being picked.
Oh yeah, somebody not gonna get picked.
Right, and I feel like those are the type people that are writing them type posts because they feel the lack of inclusion because they want to get picked. Because if they were picked, they response would be totally different.
Yeah, and then it may be a stem of like you were picked for you were not picked for a particular reason. And to piggyback on that, like I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna be transparent. I could post some things that may be questionable in that line of a lack of inclusion. So it's like, for me, it's more of sometimes people will pick a mainstream or pick the mainstream of topics or energy, and they will exclude those that they are not familiar with or not even comfortable with. And I mean, it happens even with what we're talking about with the basketball team. Like, you may not have been as popular, or you may not have exerted yourself to the point to be seen, because maybe it just wasn't your time. You know, and when in retrospect and reflecting on that, you may sit back. Well, I have sat back, because again, I'm very transparent. I've sat back and was like, okay, well, what is it that I'm not doing, or what is it that they're doing that they can't see the truth? Because a lot of times, a lot of the greatest basketball players, since we're talking about basketball, haven't even touched the court. You feel me? And it's because maybe they wasn't opportune. They wasn't opportune the chance to exemplify their skill, or they didn't put out the energy they needed to in order to be seen. And it could come from a multitude of reasons. So with social behaviors, it's either we're going to invest ourselves in understanding why, or we're just going to keep moving along.
Right. Because my whole thing was, and I would have got never picked on a basketball team because I was a little hefty. I always been a little hefty. But that gave me an opportunity to figure out my lane. And once I figured out my lane, I knew that I didn't want to be in the bubble with the majority. I wanted to stick out. I wanted to be different.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, that's what I try to give that wisdom to the people that I see go through that. Like, hey, why are you worried about this? Create your own table. There are things that you are great at. You focus on them, and then guess what? The attention will be on you.
Max facts.
But at that point, do you really want the attention on you?
Oh,
because the attention could be pressure.
See, that part right there is like, you gotta, like, a great quote. I want to say Jay Prince said this: you gotta watch what you elect, what you campaigning for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, the light may look good. You know what I'm saying? It may look pretty, but you may not want that pressure or that energy or that heat that come with it. Because, you know, we've talked about it a couple of times, many a times, like, yo, you know, I see this, I see that, and, you know, this person, they getting the light, and it's like, but then when you get that traction and people see you, whether or not they acknowledge that they see you, and that pressure starts adding up, you start sitting back like, I don't even know if I like this right here. You know what I mean? I like it when I was back there just chilling doing my thing. You know? So you have to be aware of whether or not you're prepared for the light and that pressure. Because you're not all, like, everyone is not built for it. You have to make sure you're built for it in order to step into it.
Right. Because, and I'm going to make it plain because it might seem like we're talking to riddles, but I just tell you flat out the moral of the story. Moral of the story is, now with the advent of social media, everybody wants to be a celebrity. Everybody wants to be in the forefront. Everybody wants to be known.
Right.
My coin phrase is finance over fame.
Facts.
I would rather be a nobody and live comfortably than rather be struggling in the limelight where everyone can see. Facts. Because I'll give you an example. There are some folks who may go viral. Folks that constantly just viral. But, you know, in the back end, they hadn't monetized that. And they stuck at a certain point. But everybody know them, but then...
what do you have to show for?
Right. Because, okay, everybody know you, but they gonna know you getting off Metro?
Hey, hold on, pause, man.
But they gonna know you. They gonna know you.
Shout out to the bus pass.
But no, but you see what I'm saying though.
Right on, right now, because it's like at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, you have to have some kind of proof in the pudding.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if you are riding on the metro and you got a little shine, do you have enough money on your bus card? You know what I'm saying? Do you have $1.25 or a $-1?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the question. Because even with the fame, you know, it's a gradual growth. You dig? Even as you climax into where you're trying to get to as far as the fame. You know what I mean? What kind of proof of the pudding is measuring your growth?
Right.
You feel me? Because, you know, we can't always, I mean, gas prices is high. So I see a couple of doctors or whatnot on the rail and on the bus too. So you can't really, you know, govern, you know, the price range. But like I say, do you have enough on your bus pass to add that to the point where you're asking the bus driver, can I ride? Can I get a courtesy ride? Or can you just tap and go on about your business?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you gaining with this fame and just not having fame? Because let's be real, a lot of these Instagram folk, they just on here twerking in their apartment and they barely meeting their light bill.
Right.
They barely meeting their rent. You feel me? So it's just like, okay, I got a couple of thousand, so everybody see me. It's not always good to be seen.
That's right. I learned that the power comes with being in the background, not the forefront.
Facts.
You can make a lot of moves in the background. My auntie, Lillian Byrd, be sweet. Shout out to you.
Hey, Miss Sweets.
She always used to teach us this: don't let the left hand know what the right hand do.
That part.
And that brings me to another social behavior that I see.
Okay.
The youngsters, they will go do a crime. They will go incriminate themselves because they want to be lauded in a certain light. And then say that somebody told on them. Well, sir, you told on yourself.
You're self-snitching.
Yeah. So it was a case that I saw. It was a rapper, Pooh Shiesty.
Oh boy.
So Pooh Shiesty, they say he was on a rampage. He got the gun in the club. He said it on the song. He got the gun in the club. Something happened. Somebody got shot. We don't know. Then they say it was a robbery.
Oh.
And they say that the robbery, people had lost jewelry and they lost money.
That part.
So the folks run down on him and they say that through camera from the social media, they was able to match up the $100 bill that he flashed
Brother.
to the $100 bill that was back on the robbery.
Talk about it.
So tell me, what's the sense or what's the reasoning behind showing your hand this way? Not to say that I condone any criminal activity.
Right on.
But I'm just saying, what would make someone do something like this?
That clout, that street prestige, and like everybody want to be hood famous. Everybody want to have that street cred, that hood card, and that's the stuff that's getting you put in the jam. Because whether you know it or not, people keep forgetting. 222 Tips say they gonna give you 5,000 if they, you know what I'm saying, if you turn in the person. You feel me? Now you don't know who done called on you. You feel me? You done went and told them, oh yeah, man, I hit this lick, I do this, I do that. But at the end of the day, they could be writing down them notes and they could be like, oh yeah, man, he said this and then third and woo. And hey, he got that on him right now.
So that was a rapper, TK.
Oh man.
He had a song that said "Run the Race." Every lyric that he said connected him to murders.
Facts.
And he said he ran the race, he ran from the law, which he actually did. He ran from the law. And when they caught him,
he got caught.
They gave him double digits. Football number.
50 plus. I want to say about 54 to be exact. 54 to 59, something like that.
And that's a baby. That's a baby. he was no more than 19 years old going
That
down.
part. That part.
And you could see the scared look on his face. Even though, that wanted to look strong, wanted to look tough.
Right.
But you could tell that he was like, Mama, what I'm going to do, help me.
Man, the fear, the scared, the reality.
Yeah.
You say, hey, I mean, just not to dive too far into my past, like I've seen boys come back after they done received calendars. I'm talking about calendars. I ain't talking about months. I ain't talking about 2-3 years. Boys 25 to 50. That energy changes. It gets real. It gets to the point where it's like, okay, what am I gonna do now? Because I'm finna have a longevity of real life, high impact energy that I don't know what I can ascertain to.
See, and most of it, I'm not gonna put it all on rap.
Right.
I can't.
We can't put it all on. We're not gonna put it all on hip hop.
I can't, cause I mean, ever since the advent of hip hop, I've been on it. I'm an avid hip hop fan, but I must say that if you program your mind, if you listen to the same thing over and over and over and over again, it's gonna be in your subconscious, and you're gonna act out on those things. If okay, I'll give you an example. When I was growing up, Big and Small, Snoop Doggy Dogg,
Yes, sir.
Pimp C,
For sure.
rest in peace, Pimp C and Biggie,
Love 'em.
Tupac.
Oh, come on. You gotta have that pop.
These were the people that were prominent back in the day, and we listened to them religiously. Now, I'm not saying that they guided my actions, but what I'm saying is I got a piece of them in me.
They influenced.
Right.
Just to be honest, they influenced.
Right. So if you see me with a Dub hat on, you see me with some Versace's on, you see me with a little jewelry on, that's from that era. You see how I dress from that era, right?
And with me, you know what I'm saying, you got what's that what with Pop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't call it Me Against the World.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the other one about the females? I can't remember it right now.
Keep your head up.
No, not the no.
Wonder why they call you.
Yeah, that part. You wonder why, and then what's the one about the loving the women? You know what I mean? Because I love them women. You know?
Yeah, the keep your head up.
Nah, I mean, it wasn't so positive.
I get around.
I mean, come on, that was a hey, come on, round and round,
Yeah,
round we
that,
go.
that was my favorite right
Come
there
on, man.
from him.
Yeah.
But see, those things, and when you look back at it and you look at the influence that it have over your life, you wonder why. Because now the music have changed. Everything trap. Everything shoot.
We got to drill something.
Yeah. So that's why you see in the communities now.
Facts.
It used to be street reporting. Now the reporting would be, they would tell you that those things happen, but they'll also tell you the consequences.
Right.
They'll tell you the bad part of it too. But unfortunately, over time, the glorification of the action is front and center, and the consequences are back here. If you listen to any new rap, you would think that this person that killed 100 people ain't went to jail, got $10 million,
Bruh.
got every Hellcat and every Bentley known to man.
Not the Hellcat.
Yeah, and wearing Louis Vuitton, Gucci every
Gotta
day.
have the Balenciagas.
And then, the way that they describe or they tell what they want to do to a female,
Yeah, very detailed.
it's a difference now.
Very detailed.
It's a difference because there is no empathy, there is no love. And it's widespread. There's a huge disconnect between man and woman, or male and female through social media. Because I see this all the time. There's a peanut gallery that goes on where it basically like, these men ain't SHIT, and the women ain't either.
But yet we're raising our little ones
Yeah.
in this environment. So we're persecuting this, but yet we're indulging. We're allowing our little ones to indulge in it because they say, "Oh, it's just music," or "Oh, it's just entertainment." But yet you're grooming them to be this.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I saw one day. I was on social media, and I follow a multitude of people. I got a ton of followers, and shout out to them. So I noticed a bunch of things.
Okay.
So unfortunately, with social media, you can follow someone's life however they portray it. And if you're an observant person, you can see the different timelines or the different life changes that they have, life events, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was one young lady, she had a boyfriend. She had a baby with this man.
Okay.
She loved him to death. Then the next day, I guess he cheated on her with somebody she knew.
Oh, wow.
And she said he wasn't shit.
Right on.
And if him, and she out in the street, she outside, and she want her man get some money, cause she got to have it. She like to live good. She want to go to state 48.
She got to have her fast. She got to get that fast money. He got to be in the street. He got to be in the streets. He got to be scamming. He got to be a dope boy, some of that nature, right?
Yeah, cause she want the picture at state 48 doing this.
Fact.
All right, with the
duck
one leg.
lips.
Yeah.
With the duck lips. You know
One
how they
leg
go.
down.
We don't do duck lips, but you know how they go.
So I seen the way she was dressing her son.
Right on.
She was dressing her son the same way that the ex-man was dressed.
Talk about it.
And she would address her son as her king.
Oh, you want to go there today? Oh, we talking social behaviors.
So what kind of killed me was, how did the baby boy jump from a prince to a king?
Come on. See, that's my own. See, when I speak of social behaviors, that'd be my question right there. Like, how are we skipping these levels? Because, like you say, all of a sudden the son is the king. What happened to the prince? What happened to, growing into the king, become the maturation of being a king? Because as a king, you have to be mature.
Yeah.
There's a maturity that comes with this. It's like, yeah, everybody's saying, when they're woke, oh, hey king, hey queen. But what happened to the princess? What happened to the prince? You have to allow them to evolve into that level. But if you're not giving them the opportunity to learn what it is to be creative as a kid, to color inside the lines, to read, to learn how to read, to learn how to count, to learn how to act amongst your counterparts. How can you be a king if you can't even communicate with the person next to you?
So they a lot of people, they glorify or they have adoration for the monarchy in England.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Charles, by 70 years old, he'll never be king.
Right.
You look at Coming to America, even though that's fictional, right?
Right.
You got Prince Hakeem, and you got King Jaffe Joffa.
Right.
Right? And Hakeem got king when Jaffe Joffa went on to go see the Lord.
That part.
So how you gonna adorn a baby with this? And you dressing him up beyond his age. He got chains. He got rings. He wearing his pants down below his pamper.
That part.
But
yet they don't like the sagging.
No. But see, what I figured out was, from social behavior, it is a mental blockage.
Facts.
What it is that you love this man so much, you was worried about the image that it would portray by working it out with him, because you have exposed your business on social media, a certain situation, so there is no point of return. So you trying to appease the masses, because the masses, they're gonna say the most nastiest things. They're gonna say, "Girl, he ain't shit." Right. Girl, you need to leave him, girl.
They gonna co-sign the BS.
Yeah.
They gonna co-sign the bullshit.
If you ain't happy, go be happy, girl. It one out here for you, girl.
Your king out here,
girl. But then that's a domino effect and a revolving door, because once you do that, what ends up happening? You don't understand the terrain. You end up in the same situation again. It is a domino effect. You end up having another baby. You go back and you find another.
Because because a lot of women don't understand is once you take that season with this one particular person, you missed out on the evolution of what's going on. You feel me? Because you ain't outside. Because outside gonna keep evolving, right? So when you in the house, you doing this and you doing that, and third trying to build your kingdom. Outside, they gonna keep the grass gonna keep growing, the music gonna keep changing, the dress code gonna keep changing, the lingo gonna change. Now you come back outside, you gotta catch up.
Yeah, because see, and that's where the issue lies. A lot of people, and I hate to bring up this gentleman's name. Kevin Samuels is probably the most hated person, but may have the most relative perspective.
Hey, I'm gonna put a target on my back. Hey, shout out, man. Hey, man.
So
tap in, man.
But now, the reason why I say this is because he gives a perspective or he gives an analysis that it doesn't have empathy, but yet it is concise, it is clear, and it's very true. Like, look, okay, I tell you this. It's a hard truth, right?
There.
A hard truth. Basically, what he says is you have to act your wage, and also you have to be self-aware.
Facts.
So, yes, in some instances, you might be beautiful, you might be handsome. But if you got baggage, you can't expect. It's like this. When you go to the car dealership gonna make you fill out an application. They're gonna ask you for employment. They're gonna ask you for your references, for your pay stub, for your insurance, for your license. When they run out and they check out your credit, if your credit not up to a certain level, they're gonna give you a certain type of car.
Man, you gonna get that eco joint.
Now, sometimes they might not even give you a car because you might be in disarray so bad that they say, look, ma'am, sir, either you're going to get you a co-signer.
Oh, we got this Metro Pass for you.
Or you need to go talk to somebody, you know. So that holds true and same with anything in life. Like when you go into these relationships, you have to do a balance check. When they say equally yoked, that means a certain thing. Equally yoked means same of mind, right? So
same of energy.
Yes. And when you come to the back on the car, when you go to the place and you put in your application, and people assess everything, and they say, okay, you would be a great fit for this. But do you get mad at them people?
Hell no.
Now, there are some places where you can go with toe-up credit and go get you a nice new car, right? But the price that you gotta pay.
No, not the price, brother. What's your favorite? Nah, cause we gonna let them inside our conversation a little bit. What's your favorite thing? That APR?
Yeah. The interest rate gonna smash you, baby. Look, okay, so. You got Tochi No Lies that'll do 30%, right? And you got the dime payment. They're going to hit you with the dime payment. They're going to say, sir, you need 5 G's.
Talk about it.
Right? But if you got good credit, you might could go up there and get it on the low.
On the low
for about $1,000.
About $1,000, 15.
Yeah.
Baby.
And your APR going to be nice and low.
Yeah.
And your payment's going to be nice and low.
Right on.
But see, when you ain't all the way together and you want that nice thing, guess what
What they going to hit you with, brother?
You might get a $1,000 car note on a slightly used SRT Charger that done been through the ringer, might have been at a rental store.
It was in Hurricane Ida.
Yeah. And then guess what they do?
What they gonna do?
They do. That thing break down is on you. You ain't in no warranty. No warranty. And it holds the same relationship. Like, look,
boy,
you got to go where you fit, man. Because guess what? you gonna end up paying a price that you ain't ready to pay.
I'm trying to tell you something,
You gonna
bro.
pay a price that you ain't ready to pay. My mama always used to tell me, love who love you.
I'm trying to. Hey,
Okay.
please do.
Because you can't worry about and try to run after something that you want.
And that you can't afford.
No, and they don't have the interest in you.
Oh, hey, man, we're gonna have to. Hey, we ain't gonna pass a collection plate right now. But that was biblical. That was very.
But they
biblical.
don't have the interest in you. Go where you got the thing's best interest in you. You see?
Right on.
If they really love you, you go where the interest at. Now, sometimes, if you do your self-assessment, things that might have interest in you might have a little bumps and dings on it like a little car. But guess what? You could take that car to the body shop, shine it up, and be proud. Because guess what? It's mine.
That part. And
Amen.
I could be happy about it.
Amen.
I was telling one of my good people, I'd rather be happy walking than to be upset riding with something that I don't even care for.
Exactly. And that's where the problem lies. Because men, y'all don't beat me up because I'm
holler at the men.
I'm gonna speak real.
Talk to them, brother.
Men, you chasing for a body.
Ooh,
And the women is chasing for a pocket.
Come on, man.
In this day and age.
So let's break that down. Men, you chasing for the body. You looking for an infinity, and the women looking for a full tank.
Yeah, full tank. And if you even want to go more in depth, they looking for a V8 to V12, right?
Something to go vroom vroom.
Yeah, go far.
Come on now.
Go far. Take them far.
Come on now. Talk about
But you a V4. A
it.
V4.
3.8, 3.6 liters.
A V4, V6 will get you there, but when you try to do that, you're gonna max it out. It's gonna overheat.
Boy, you gonna crack that motor head, boy.
Yeah.
The engine gonna go. Oh boy, I'm done.
Now we're gonna hold that thought, but we'll be right back. We're going to a quick commercial break, but you're not tuned in with Unbiased on Boss Up Houston Network Social Behaviors. Come on.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up,
Stay up.
look up, stay up, and this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Want to be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance. With Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
At Lowe's, spring is a season of possibilities, a time for growth, and a time for a fresh trim.
Want to be a boss?
You're watching Boss Up Houston Network. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
And we're back. Now we're back with social behaviors. Where we last left you, we started to go in a little bit about relationships. We started to talk about what the man wants, which is the body.
Yeah.
And what the woman actually looking for. In this day and age, in some cases, they looking for that pocket.
Yeah.
Now, a pocket could be anything. Pocket could be security, could be anything. I ran across this thing a friend of mine posted. Shout out to Eric Elder. He posted where a woman was married.
Oh boy.
The woman was married. They was together. She got tired of working hard because she said the man worked from 4 in the morning to 12 at night every day, but they wasn't gaining no ground. She chalked the deuce and left this man. And when she left this man, the man died of a broken heart. And when she said it, you could tell that there was no empathy, there was no love. She said he really loved me, but she ain't care. And,
Right.
the person that was asking, they didn't care either. They were smiling and laughing about it.
Hey, broke her down, bro, because I saw the same clip.
Yeah,
Broke her down.
yeah. So this begs me to come to this point. If the whole basis or the whole outlook or the whole review is for that, why put a facade on the social media? And why do people believe the facade that's on the social media? Because, see, it's a lot of time I go on now, and it could be celebrities.
Right.
Celebrities will post their new boo thing,
Right.
and they make a reel, they hooked up with the woman or the man. They in love,
Totally.
you know, but something just not right. If you have discernment, something just not right. But when you look through the comments, everybody's saying relationship goals.
Go, you go, girl.
Relationship goals, and this, that, and other.
You
But
found your soulmate.
there's a thin line between love and hate.
Oh.
Because the minute that TMZ get a hold of something and say that either party has done something just like the other one.
Hold on, let's go ahead and make a retrospect. Rihanna and your boy ASAP. You
Yeah.
see how they tried to handle my boy ASAP, man? Black men don't cheat, number one. Let's get that right.
They don't. They just interview.
Yeah, we just, be observing it,
They just interview.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to break that down.
Go ahead.
Black men don't cheat, but yet they interview. Want me to tell you why?
Why that is?
Okay, if a black man have everything he want at home, he ain't going to look outside the home. If the black man go outside the home, there is something that he is missing.
I'm trying to tell you for
At the
what
house.
I ain't got energy. If she getting all that done, she
Right.
doing all that done, man. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no time for y'all.
And likewise, but there's a slight difference. See, what I've learned to be true was that if a man cheat, normally it's gonna be something in his proximity that he gonna cheat with,
Max
a
facts.
friend, a kinfolk of hers.
Max facts.
Uh,
Somebody he's comfortable. He's already interviewed.
Right. But they didn't seen him. They see the potential in him because sometimes when you are in a certain situation, the newness rub off,
Yeah.
the attention kind of rub off. People kind of get a little bit upset. They be like, I'm kind of tired of him, because the nuance of having this person. It's just like you go get a brand new car. You
Boy,
try
you took it
to
right out my
you
head.
tried a brand new car for 6 months.
6 months.
Now, the first 3 months, you gonna keep that thing clean
Oh,
and shiny.
for sure.
You, if you go to Chick-fil-A, can't nobody eat no fries in my car.
Nah, you gotta step outside.
You gonna close that bag.
Yeah.
I got the black ice in here.
That part.
Now, as time go on, yeah, you eat your fry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
you,
eat the burger.
no,
Just eat the
fry.
fry. Just eat the fry.
You could drink in there, You ain't gonna smoke in your car.
At all. Oh,
But-
but you better get that. You better get that cup and the fry bag out of here
Yeah.
when you get out. You have it clutched.
Now, when you get past 6 months, guess what? Everything go. You might roll down the window. If you smoke cigarette, you gonna smoke a cigarette now.
Quick.
You gonna eat the burger.
Right.
You gonna throw the wrap in the back. You say, I'm gonna get that later.
And you ain't going to the car wash every 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
No.
2 days out the week. You probably go once a week, maybe every other week.
Yeah, because I tell you this. I've been around women all my life, and I've seen this cycle with cars.
Right.
Because guess what? With the car, when it's new, it's maintained, but guess what? After a year or so, they're going to have high heels in that back seat. They're going to have a chip bag. They're going to have leaves in there because they did their feet off.
They might have their club clothes in there from last week.
Yeah.
You know.
You're going to have your Victoria's Secret lotion in there.
For sure.
You're going to have your tweezers.
Yeah, we gonna have them.
You're going to have dust everywhere. And like that. So liken that to a relationship where you get in there, you had the full comfortability, you let your hair down, you let your guard down, and you look at it like this here. The representative have left the building.
Oh, not the rep.
Yeah.
The rep gone?
The representative have left the building.
The rep gone.
Look, the ref on vacation.
Out of there.
Yeah.
Ain't coming back.
But guess what? Ugly man here.
Oh boy.
Chopper rank here.
Hey.
Wig on the microwave.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Wig on the table.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more sew in.
No
more sew in.
They give it a Cleo braid.
Yeah. No. Old dirty bastard braid. And you free. Right? You free. You got your most free. But then, and like, what happened? And then that's when the whole symmetry happened.
That's right? when the real relationship starts.
Yeah, like a man. I'll tell you about a man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of you brothers, y'all feet stink and y'all be musty.
Hey, look, man. Shout out to athletes, man. Look, he be, you know what I'm saying? He really, you know what I'm saying? Look, we gonna get this right, cause I'm the one. I'm gonna speak on it. If it touch my toes, you know what I'm saying? Y'all say dog, the hit dog, he gonna bark. Look, I know my Jones. I know my Jones.
But I'm just saying, a man,
But no, these are facts though. Nah, let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be transparent.
But look,
y'all, our feet stink.
A man could be musty.
Facts.
But see, in that gestation period, a man be like very cognizant if he musty. He gonna bathe.
Right.
He gonna, keep himself right. But then it's gonna get to a point where he just say, what, she here now.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of just test the situation. I might drop her off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to hit her with the, with the realness early just to see if she gonna stay.
Bruh. But ain't no reason for you to be must. I'm always look.
Hey, pause. Hey man, if I done been to work all day, man, look here, man.
That why.
I'm not gonna throw no deal. I ain't got
that shower. Hit the shower.
Oh yeah, please. Hey, freshen up is real.
Yeah.
Let's keep. Okay,
yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
but not after you come home.
But that's self-care.
That is self-care. You
That's
right.
self-care.
I digress.
But see, sometimes people slack up on self-care out of the comfort level of the situation.
Facts.
Now,
These are true.
That also will lead to that because guess what? You're like, oh man, when I come home, man, this musty,
Why the house smell like this?
Yeah, maybe, and then you argue, you gonna argue. It be stupid things you might argue about. You might have the food, you cook, he ain't wash the dish.
Oh boy, that's the number one.
Or the dishes in the sink.
Number one.
Because see, my pet peeve. I'm telling you my pet peeve.
What's your pet peeve?
Way I wrote up, you hand wash everything. Ain't no pot supposed be in no dishwasher.
Now see, that's some mom that's when you had you a real live, real strict mama and she hey boy, look here boy. Better go get that SOS junk and the dishwater, boy. And you better go and put some of that elbow grease. Yo, pots ain't supposed to go in the dishwasher. Debate that all you want to after this here.
But what I'm saying is, when it get to that point, that's when the defection happen.
Facts.
When the defection happen is when you can't keep up what you started with. And when that happens, that's when the goals turn into problems.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you continue on with that facade on social media.
Right.
You take pictures. Oh, y'all so beautiful together, this, that, and the other. But little do you know, that hand behind the back might be holding a knife.
Boy, look here. Look here.
That smirk or that half smile might be a grimace because somebody might get punched in their back.
Right quick.
But
right after the picture, as the picture is getting snapped, you know what I'm saying? It's a 1-2 effect. The picture snapping up. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
So that implores me to ask this question. Why do we put on for social media?
Well, you got to understand, bro. Like I always tell you, we're living in a Walt Disney world, man. The infatuation with an illusion has captivated so many people to where they have to keep that illusion of perfection when we forget that there's nothing perfect. And in forgetting that there's nothing perfect, we have to bring that illusion of a photo op. Because I was just thinking about this today. A photo op, a video, like I edit videos. I can always cut and snip the things that I don't want you to see. And I could bring all the beautiful moves and cuts and stuff and make you really feel like, oh yeah, every drill or whatever I did is in perfection. But no one is seeing the imperfection in what made that video or made that photo op. Because even with pictures, you have someone that's gonna set you up. Okay, sit up, turn your head. You know, you're gonna fix yourself. But in reality, when life comes, you ain't got time to pose.
No.
Because in these pictures, we have people we're posing.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, true or false.
Yeah.
And we have become infatuated with the pose instead of the real life.
Yeah. Because it's like this. And this goes back to church. Now, I love the Lord with all my heart, but the construct of church, I do have a obstacle, or how I would say, I do have a grievance.
Facts.
Because
I think we share that.
The construct of it is perfection, the view of perfection. Now, I've been in churches where the ministers say, yeah, I've been with my wife for 40 years, and we ain't never been to the club, and we ain't never had no drink. What is so bad about not going to the club and having a drink? Jesus said not much wine, but he ain't tell you not to drink.
Don't be a drunkard.
See what I'm saying?
Don't overindulge.
So, abstaining from going and enjoying yourself, Jesus was at the wedding and turned water into wine.
Didn't he hit that thing like that though?
Drink and be merry.
He hit that thing.
Drink and be merry. Am I right or wrong?
No, for sure.
Look, the whole thing is, it's not about what you do, it's your heart.
And how
and
you
your
doing
action.
it. Like,
now, if you out here drinking because you covering up hurt, or if you drinking because you got a problem,
look here now.
that is the thing that you have to go work on. Now, if you out here and you like to enjoy you alcoholic beverage and you responsible, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Get your little sip, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
Have your limit.
See, that false sense of perfection has came and showed its head in social media because everybody want to put a perfect thing out there. Everybody want to show that they got money. Everybody want to show that they on top of the world. Everybody want to show that they is that guy. And
then they still have that small sense of competition that they're one up on somebody else. You know?
Yeah, I've seen that. Like, okay, like. That's why I don't show too many successes. All of the successes that I may have, I put them in real life. I talk to the people who really care.
That part.
Now, certain superficial things you may see that I might do, that I might say, yeah, I done did this or that, because you gonna see it because I do things on social media, like this show. I do things on stages where it is seen. Right. Where it might be on social media.
Facts.
And people recognize me from that. So I like to share a little bit.
Right.
But the whole cookie is not there. The whole cookie is off. And the people who love me know the strides that I've made. I don't go on there and I don't say that I'm perfect. Not by a long shot. But what I do, I show the growth. I show the things that we're working on to get there.
And then these captions really be capped.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we both are nice with words. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Wizard, you know what I'm saying? The Reading Circle. Yeah. We nice with words. But some of these folk be out here capping. You know what I'm saying? They spend all day, all their time trying to have the most beautiful caption with the illusion that they're giving, but they're not giving the reality of what's really going on.
Yeah,
because they want to post all their wins, like, bro, like,
and manufacturing
you ain't winning all the time.
No, manufacturing wins. Because I tell you this, I observe. In the circles that I'm in, I observe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not nosy. But in the circles that I'm in,
Mm-hmm.
outside of social media, people recognize what I do and they build relationships with me. So certain things I see on social media come up in those discussions. And, I may be at liberty to ask. I might say, hey, I seen you with a certain person. Or y'all on top. What y'all doing?
What's going on?
Y'all working
Y'all
together?
good?
What y'all doing? They gonna be including what we doing here? They say, nah, they were just a photo op.
That boy.
So all I'm saying is this. Stop it. Do the work. Like they say in the book of James, faith without works is dead. So if you just show them what you're doing a little bit and you're not putting in the effort, it ain't gonna go nowhere. Put in the effort. It'll change your life. See, I'll give you a story. Now, I was very transparent with my weight loss because I told y'all I went here to surgery. I had to do it.
Hey, y'all gotta clap it off for my boy, man, because we rocked it with him, man. That boy did that, and he was consistent with it.
Look, because he'll tell you, I used to be a Timmy Chan fiend. I'd be a Timmy Chan about 5 times a week, and if only be one, it'd be on MLK. And it gotta be the gravy.
No shade jokes. That boy used to low key drink the gravy. Hey, I used to drink the gravy. My metabolism a little bit high, but hey, we was some gravy drinking babies. You know what I'm saying?
But look, what I did, I curtailed that because I had to, because I wanted to live.
Yeah, he spooked me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And I'm not out here talking about I worked out and this, that, and other. I had the surgery. My surgeon is in the Galleria. You know what I'm saying? And look, I tried to be as transparent as possible, but there are some that will go out here and have you under the illusion that they have got them a train and they ran up a flight of steps and everything. But I know they was at the
Like, you heard they was the first ones there at 8 o'clock in the morning, boy.
Yeah. Look. And were crying because they couldn't eat the gravy no more. Because they tried to eat the gravy. You understand? They tried to eat the gravy. But that gravy did not work. That gravy was not passable. So, they had situations. But all I'm saying is, if you gonna do something, do it the right way. Do it the right way. Because I eat a salad probably, 5 times a week. I walk for about 5 times a week. My coworkers kill me because they say I'm, in comedy, they tell me I'm the nibbler. Because every time I'm out, I have me like some multi-grains. I had me some chips. I even dig low. I might go back to the Cheetos.
I ain't gonna lie, he kind of messed up the whole report a little bit because we wasn't eating the same. You feel me? It was like, bro, I was like, bro, let's go over here and eat. No. What? Like, I respect though, but nah, he ain't lying. He really got it in his mindset. We're gonna keep it 100. He had a goal to reach. You had to respect that.
And I beat my goal weight a long time ago. I've sustained my weight. And it wasn't for like no look. It wasn't because I was seeking acceptance. Because even as a bigger person, I had everything that I ever wanted. And I love myself first. That's why people love me. Because they seen the love and respect that I had for myself first. Unfortunately, when we get on social media, you have those folks that did not love themselves thoroughly before and went to this thing because they were looking for acceptance and love. And when that happens, the whole thing changed. But I'm going to give you an example. Before I underwent this thing, I went to a doctor. They tell you, they say, look, you got to go to the cardiologist, you got to go to the psychiatrist, and you got to go get your blood checked, all this here. They want to make sure your level right. Mm-hmm. But the most poignant one was going to the psychiatrist. Psychiatrist asks you a battery of questions, right?
Talk about it.
And you got to fill out this, they give you a questionnaire. Mm-hmm. Then you go back and you talk to him. Mm-hmm. And they give you a breakdown. They say, when you undergo this, if you've never been slimmer before, you're going to run into some things. They're going to say, you could have a DWI because if you're an avid drinker, your body can't take that drink like it used to.
That's right.
You're going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
They say some people have lost their job because their attention span is on their newfound body.
Mm-hmm.
The third, you might end up in divorce because the newfound attention. Some people have different opportunities that come across to them.
We being transparent as hell tonight, you heard?
So I looked at that. I said, "No, that'll never be me. Never." But it really wasn't.
Here, man,
But it really wasn't. It really wasn't.
It really wasn't.
But that's why I say this. Like, if you actually gonna put in the work, you also have to look at the things that can happen from a consequence standpoint.
Nah, fact.
There's a lot. I just talked about the weight loss thing, but there's a lot of people that's looking to achieve financial success, right? The byproduct of financial success, you might have to cut off some of the people in your circle. And this is evident in social media because I always see people cry about support. Okay.
Come on now.
So I'm in the realm of entertainment, right?
Right on.
I'm very transparent. I don't get mad if people don't like what I put out there or they don't watch it or whatever. I'm thankful for those who do. And those who do, I call you family. We together. And I give you things and I try to give you a certain level of substance to where we can grow.
Right on.
Right?
Facts.
Now, those who might be like, I don't get no support, this, that, and the other. Why are you worried about the people that know you giving you support? The stranger will help you.
Say, man. Look, man. Hey, man. Say, man. He's saying that because he had to say, hey, man, look, man. Forget them people that, hey, you going to have watchers all day. Don't live your life off of likes, bro. That's not reality. Because they could like, the very people that's like you, everybody that got them 5,000, whatever kind of likes, half them folk don't even know you. And half them folks just hitting the button because they just seen something and they ain't even got an interest in what you got going on. Them likes don't mean nothing. Do it because you have a passion for it, because you want to do it, you have a goal to reach, and you have a story or something to tell, man. Real talk. Because them likes them likes will depreciate your whole value within yourself if you let it.
Right, because, I mean, you see it and you'll see proclamations of things. And I was always taught that let the people proclaim you.
Right.
So, one thing that I did want to say before we close out, but I'll hold that till later. One thing I wanted to do, I wanted to let you inform the people of what you got on the horizon, how they can get in contact with you, and also the merch that you got on right now.
All right. So, I'm Corey Pops Byrd with the CEO of Savvy Savages University. That's SAVVY University. If you can't spell it, UNIVERSITY, and that's on Instagram, and you can go to the page on Facebook. This right here is brand apparel. It's not merch. It's only brand apparel for my multimedia marketing agency, which Savage Savages is. If you're wondering what Savage Savages University is, it's creating something from nothing, coming from the grassroots and building an empire. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's nothing reckless. It's just basically, it's an idea I got from watching my grandmother, who was a sharecropper, who couldn't read till she was the age of 63, but she had 3 businesses and she was a profound businesswoman. And that's what I captivated it from. We sell cotton. I'm in the cotton business. And again, you can reach me at Savage Savage University on Instagram or Facebook, the page, or it's like if you come on Corey Pops Byrd, the page, man, just make sure your energy is correct, because I'm really not adding folk. I'm not worried about followers. I'm not worried about likes. I only like genuine people. That's my brother right here. Been knowing since 7th grade. And if your energy not right, we're going to check that and we're going to correct that if possible. And that's about it. We are the energy.
Thank you, brother.
Love you, man.
Already. Now, going to the closing notes. All right. So today, we pretty much went over the spectrum of social behaviors. We lean heavily on social media because that is at the precipice of everyone's mind at this time.
Totally.
People wake up in the morning, they click on it, they check out what's going on, they keep going. Or they might post essential things in their life or detrimental things in their life that they want to let people know and to get support for, empathy for, or just to put out on the horizon or the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, throughout my journey, like I said, I'm never one to pontificate or call myself or proclaim myself to be anything, but last week I was informed by the network that this show is the number one on Boss Up Houston Network.
So look, we only do the best.
So I would like to thank everyone, all of the viewership. I want to thank everyone who's been following this journey. We couldn't have did it without y'all. We're going to maintain the right level of quality and content. But there's one thing that remains to be seen. Longevity. Longevity. Now, the only way that we're going to have longevity is it's a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
If we continue to provide you quality content, substance, things that evoke certain thoughts into your mind, it's a two-way street. But you have to feed back into the system.
Communication.
So when you watching the show, I'd like for you to hit the comments, inbox us. Just be honest, because I'm be honest with you. I'm a little bit more vocal, a little bit more outward than him. But I'm that way for a reason, because I want to connect our people. And the best way that we could possibly do that, we have to destroy the barriers that we have in order to build something brand new. My entire mission statement for this talk show, it's not a podcast. And I hate to continue to
tell them get you out that box, man.
Right. This is not a podcast. This is a talk show, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we have meaning with words. We have topics. When we come on here, we have topics. We just don't have guests that we talk about random things. We have a set agenda. That agenda is a fruitful one. So when you talk about this show, say talk show. Now,
put a handle on that, like what magic.
What we need to do is come together. Once we break down those barriers, I'm willing to work with anyone. The last show we had community leader Dr. Rochelle Santee. Shouts out to Mr. Robert Santee. He wanted to be here, but we need people like that. We put everybody together. So most of the people that you see on these shows, we put together to fulfill a certain need that's going on. So that's what we're here for. We're here for positive empowerment and uplift of our community. So please, if you have any ideas, reach out to me directly. World of Comedy 5 on IG, Ken Mills on Facebook, or even reach out to Boss Up Houston Network. Once again, we love you. You're a part of the team. We appreciate you. And anything that you need from us, we're here at your service. We'll check in next week with a brand new episode, but we're logging off now. Ken Mills here with Unbiased on Boss Up Houston Network.
Hello fam, Ken Mills here once again with World of Comedy 5 Entertainment. So to give you the idea of what Unbiased is, we always see things on social media and also in the world where we wonder what is the thought process behind these idiotic things that people do. We're going to give an honest, unbiased opinion. So with that being said, we're going to cover several different topics. These topics will start from mental health, addiction, finance, incarceration, relationships. We're going to be truly unbiased this season. So remember, tune in at 8 p.m. Check us out on Boss Up Houston Network.